Wait, did you multiply that?
What would you say to I know you said C over 2. Oh,
I decided that's good.
She's been doing this at 6.
No, it's really going to show this year.
it's going to work.
That's all.
But so dude, I it's optional.
Alright, let me get your attention. If you didn't get this far, it's okay. All of these were, you could have been able to simplify these down to one single term, so that is what I put up here. I didn't put how you got that because everyone could do that differently. But if we want to go over one of these, we can. Number 7, Jennifer. Okay. For 7, now this may have not been the way you did this, and that's okay. Don't erase if you did this one. I see that I have a sine over cosine. I could rearrange this so that it's separate. So that's what I did. I separated the fractions. I don't have space up here, so it's going to be kind of smushed together. From there, I know sine over cosine is tangent using our quotient. You could change the insides, tangent and cotangent, so that they have, or so that they're quotients and then get common denominators. You could do that. I didn't. I distributed. Now, in this next step, you can either change tangent or cotangent to be the reciprocal, 1 over tangent for cotangent, or 1 over cotangent for tangent. Or if you know that they are reciprocals and they're sitting right next to each other, you can say that by the reciprocal identity, even though you didn't actually do it, that would be 1. Now you could actually change it and the same thing would happen. Tangent squared plus 1 is secant squared by Pythagoras. Any others? now that you have these, you have some end goal. You could try and work to that end goal. Yes. Yes. I do want you to find 13 wherever that is in your packet. Again, yours printed off a little wonky, so the boxes should have been extended. You could just continue writing. So we're going to take a break from simplifying and kind of go back to solving, but using our more recent identities. Since we are solving this, our end answer should be something on the unit circle. They gave us a domain. That should also tell you it should be something on the unit circle. But to solve this specific one, we have to recognize what these are. Which identity is that? The sum and difference. Really, your difference here. So here we're going to be doing our sum and difference for both of these, the sine and the cosine. It's going to be two separate ones. So I'm going to do this one first. For your sine difference identity, sine comes first, then cosine of the second, the same sign, cosine comes next of the first, and sine comes last of the second. Then I'm subtracting this sum and difference. I didn't do that. So for cosine, cosine comes first. It's the opposite sign. Sine comes last. And then equals root 6 over 2. From here, we can evaluate what is the sine of pi over 6? 1/2. Cosine of pi over 6? Cosine of pi over 3? 1/2. Sine of pi over 3? 3 over 2. Then I'm going to go ahead and distribute this negative. If you are combining your like terms, what would be left? Yes, these would cancel. Now, you could simplify this and then multiply by the reciprocal or divide. Doesn't really matter. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Continue to
All of that work brought us back down to when we were solving trig equations. This is your basic type 1. And now we can solve this and figure out where sine is that on the unit circle. Instead of dividing them, I'm going to multiply just to make our lives a little bit easier. Multiply and divide, same thing. And then we need to rationalize. Does the square root of 18 simplify? Not 2 root 2. I said 3 root 2, yes. Our domain is from 0 to 2 pi. So where on our unit circle is sine equal to negative root 2 over 2? So when you have to solve these equations, you will end up with some answer like if we were solving our trig equations. It's just more complex. Do we have any questions on that one? I want you to try the next one. If you finish that, you can go back and continue simplifying, and then we'll go over that answer.
If that's what we need, this is almost like you're okay, that's why you have to say Dr. Teal. That's why it's our robot. Everything going to my Dr. Teal.
Alright, for 14, I know some of you are still working, some of you didn't do this, but those should be the answers you get. So even if you're still working, write those down, make sure those are the answers you get later. Wednesday, we're going to continue these. I would suggest going through the simplifying ones, see which ones you have not done, and keep trying those. If you need help on any of these, I will be after school today until 3:30, unless no one shows up.